Hey guys, today we're going to talk about table building, but before we talk about table building, there's a few things you need to know. The first thing is called the term number, or I like to refer to it as our X number. Okay, that's the number that's in the position, like where you are if you're standing in a line. Are you first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Those are your X numbers. The next thing is your value of the term, or your Y numbers. Those are like your answers. And then in the middle you have the process. And the process, it's another word for the rule or the math problem that you have to solve to get your Y numbers, to get your answer. Then at the bottom here you see the sequence. And the sequence are just your Y numbers or your values put into a list. Okay? All right, so we're going to start. We're going to start with an easy one first. We're going to say that our process or our rule is 2x. My term numbers or my x numbers, that's where I'm standing in line. So I can be first, I can be second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. I have a process that's 2x. So all I have to do is write my rule 2 times that x number. The first one is 1. Then I have 2 times 2. 2 times 3. 2 times 4. And 2 times 5. Now I need to get my values. I put in my x numbers, and so I need to find the answer. I'm going from the term all the way to the answer. So I'm going to take 2 times 1, and that equals 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5, 10. And this pattern can continue forever and ever and ever. Now I want to write my values in a sequence. So I just have to make them into a line, into an order. So the first value was 2, the second value was 4, the third value was 6, the fourth value was 8, and the fifth value was 10. That's my sequence. Okay, let's try another example. Let's say this time that my process is 3x plus 2. So my term numbers, those are my position numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I have my process, my rule. Okay, so I'm going to just substitute x in for my numbers. I'm going to take 3 times 1, then I'll add 2. 3 times 2, then I'll add 2. 3 times 3, adding 2. 3 times 4 plus 2, and 3 times 5 plus 2. Now I need to find what those values are. So I'm going to actually do the math problem. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 gets me 5. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 gets me 8. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 gets me 11. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 gets me 14. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 gets me 17. And now I can write my sequence. They're just my answers. 5, 8, 11, 14, and 17. Sometimes we're not always going to have that big table that has the process in the middle for us, but it doesn't mean we can't solve it. For example, if we have this question, it says, which expression can be used to find the nth term in the following arithmetic sequence, where n represents a number's position in the sequence. So right here we see the position. We know those are x numbers, and the term, those are going to be the answers, so those are the y numbers. They give us this table, but we don't have to use just this table. Our answer choices are n plus 4, 3n plus 4, 5n, or 4n plus 1. If I look at my answers, from 5 to 9, I know that's 4. From 9 to 13, I know that's 4. From 13 to 17, that's 4. So it's going to have something to do with a 4, but we never went from our answer to our answer. We have to find how we go from the position to the answer. So now I can make a table here where it says n plus 4, and I'll just put in 1 plus 4, and that equals 5. That's what I got. What if I put 2 plus 4? That's going to get me 6. Did I get 6? No, I'm looking for 9. So right there, A can't be my answer. Let me try the next one. I have 3 times your n, which is our 1, plus 4. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 4 gets me 7. I'm looking for 5. So B is not our answer. C, 5 times 1 gets me 5. Perfect. 5 times 2 gets me 10. I'm looking for 9. So C cannot be my answer. 4 times 1 plus 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Just what I'm looking for. 4 times 2 plus 1. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. That worked again. 4 times 3 plus 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Again, that worked. So we know that D is gonna be my answer. And this 4 that we found at the beginning is always gonna be the number you multiply your x by. And here's our last example. Sometimes they're gonna give you the rule, which they gave us, 8n minus 4, and then they're going to ask for the sequence. Remember, the sequence, those are our y numbers, those are our answers. So to find that, all we need to do is build our table. We know that the position number is 1, 2, 3. We know the rule is 8 times 1 minus 4. 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 minus 4, our answer is going to be 4. A starts with 16. I'm looking for 4. So A is not it. B starts with 8. I'm looking for 4. So B is not it. Let's go to the next one. 8 times 2 minus 4. 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 minus 4 is 12. My second one here, that's 16. I'm looking for 12. So C can't be it. So my answer has to be D. The most important thing about table building is knowing your vocabulary. As long as you remember your term numbers are X, your values are Y, and your process is your rule, you should be able to answer any of those questions. Make sure you fill out your WISC for Tuesday.